Hi, I'm Ben, and this is Allison, and we're here at Rage Fit Spokane. We're instructors here at Rage Fit, and we're here to talk to you a little bit about ankle range of motion, which is something a lot of people need. And so we're going to start. There's three parts of optimal range of motion when it comes to getting a little bit of more range there, especially for your squat. You want this what's called dorsiflexion, where you can bring your toe up. So the first thing we're going to do is called myofascial release. So I'm going to have Allison go ahead and get on a foam roller. This is one version of, or one tool you can use for myofascial release. A lot of people say it's just foam rolling, but there's so many other tools which we'll show. We're going to do 1 foot first, and so what you're going to want to do is just roll forward real slowly until you find a spot where it kind of hurts. All right, where it hurts is where you know you need it. So go ahead and roll until you find a spot where you need, where it's just a little bit of a uncomfortable. Found it?
Yep.
All right, so you want to just put enough pressure down until you want as much as you can handle. And so if you can handle a little bit more, maybe cross your other leg over. We're just gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. That's gonna trigger some receptors there to relax that muscle. So I don't have anything to keep track of time. I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate here. So let me know when you feel a little bit of a release there.
I suppose I feel a bit of release.
Okay. And so when you feel a little bit, or it's been 30 seconds, you'll just keep rolling around. You can go inside, outside. You just want to find where these adhesions are or not. This is the first part you want to do when you're trying to stretch before a workout. You want to get the muscle to relax before you stretch it. If you stretch a tight muscle, you could potentially do some damage, or you won't get a lot of length out of it when you go to stretch. So you'll see in this position, she's holding herself up. That might be hard for some people. There's a lot of surface area on a foam roller. So you need to put a lot of pressure down. So if you can't hold yourself up like that, you can use a ball like this. So I'll go ahead and have her demonstrate how that would work. You might just need leg weight for that because it's a lot less surface area. It'll dig in deeper with less pressure. Just something like that. And if you really want to get in there, you can do the same type of thing with one of these tools here. Not necessary for most people. So we'll just hang out here for a little bit. The only part that's kind of rough about this is it's time consuming. That's why it doesn't get done. So you might have multiple places where it's tight, and it's gonna take a lot of time. Probably right before your workout's not the best time. When you're ready to go, maybe at home, take about 10-20 minutes doing this. But for the interest of time today, we're going to call that good. And I'm going to have, so after we've done the myofascial release, we're going to go ahead and stretch it out. So I'll have Allison demonstrate just a basic calf stretch on here. She'll just be bringing that leg we just relaxed, and we'll just bring that back. Laying straight, she'll be shoving her heel down, just getting a nice stretch in that calf. You want your foot facing directly forward, leg straight. Good, and this too we're going to hold for about 30 seconds. So both of these things, stretching is not just trying to pull your muscles apart, it's about stimulating some nerves in there that's gonna trigger your nervous system to relax that muscle. It takes about 30 seconds to activate those. All right, we're gonna call that good. So the last thing we're gonna do, we've relaxed the muscle, we've stretched it out, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work the other side. All right. So the opposite of your calf, which does this plantar flexion motion, which you do several hundred, several thousand times a day, depending on what you do, gets that calf tight, which is why we're working on calves today. This muscle right here, which does your dorsiflexion, hardly gets used at all. So what we're gonna do today is just kind of activate that, so we can. Because if you relax your calf and you don't activate this, it's just that calf's gonna tighten back up. So what I'm gonna have Allison do is put her foot. I'm just gonna drape this over the top of your foot. You'll be on your butt actually. And so I'm gonna just a little bit of tension here at first, and yeah, just gonna pull back for about 5 seconds. We're gonna hold this and then relax, point it out, and then back again. About 5 seconds. And what we want to do is feel a little bit of a burn on the top of the shin there. So we're gonna repeat this 10 times. Shouldn't take much at first to feel a burn there. This isn't a muscle that gets used very often. It's gonna fatigue pretty quickly. So that's 3 times. On number 6, I'm going to have you scoot back a little bit more. Alright, so go ahead and scoot back. Add a little bit of tension there. Really try to pull back as hard as you can on that thing. Getting pretty tough. Alright. That's number 7. Yeah, you want it to get pretty tired. And 9. Okay, last one. Alright. So that's gonna be it. So just to recap, we've relaxed the muscle, we stretched it out, and we work the muscle on the other side to try to get more range of motion in that dorsiflexion. All right, thanks for watching.